since the last time we streamed. Just gonna do this.
Hello.
Hello indeed. So for the past 2 days, I was actually on, and I was doing my trade skill, my leveling up crafting and everything. I went back to that spot. I discovered that there were more side quests that I had not done yet, so I decided to do them. And I thought I was done already, but it turned out I wasn't, so I did the quest. Fortunately, I didn't stream these quests, so I'll try to catch up with what's missing. But basically, some of these Sarnak want to keep going with the operation in Haoaera, even though Vornok told his soldiers to stop the operation, but some people still wanted to do the operation there, so we exterminated the eggs over there and the remaining soldiers that are Haoaeran soldiers there. And then afterwards, I came back here. Apparently, one of the trolls that we were, I guess, poisoning, they wanted me to help them. I helped them. And then I came back here, and then I saw a quest right over here. So I'm assuming this quest is going to lead me to the next zone of the questing part. But before I even do that, I had to change a lot of things to my criteria for the journey. I'm still going to be level locking, but I'm going to try to do the main, the main quest lines for the zones. I'll try to do some of the side quests, but I don't think I'll be able to do all of them if it's gonna just lead me in different ways at the map. But I'll try to do them all if I can. What else? That's changed. The raid thing, I'm gonna see if I can even solo a raid with a mercenary, but I can see that not being possible. And then, what else was I gonna say? There is I don't think I ever changed much of anything besides those two, actually. Oh yeah, I was going to stream yesterday, but I was too tired. I don't think I could operate streaming with 5 hours of sleep, so I slept a lot today to be able to stream for a long time. And I haven't uploaded the video, I guess, yet. I don't know if I would count the starter zone as the start to a journey. Maybe I'll post it, maybe not. But I think starting in the actual zones beyond this would be the true adventure to the game. As I think there are a lot of videos, there might be a lot of videos of people streaming the starter zone and not continuing afterwards, so it's better for me to stream the actual places beyond the starter zone. But I'm gonna try to get probably 3 or 4 hours of some of the questing in this next zone. I had a friend that was going to play, but I think he wasn't able to make it, and he would probably be behind if he started, because I already had started. And this game is not that fun when you're soloing, so I can understand. But no more talking. Let's just begin.
Hail!
Greetings, adventurer. As you can see, I'm quite busy working to get my cargo ready. What can I do for you? My apologies, friend. Your sister, Carlons, sent me to see you. She mentioned you might need some help. Ah, I'm glad she sent you here. I have this list of items for Hula's Gletto gear. My contact on Butcherblock Docks. A favor. I still haven't heard back about. Might it be something you could help me with? Of course I can. I'll see it to it as soon as possible. Glad I can count on you then. Just search around the docks for Hulis. I don't keep tabs on him, but other couriers I've sent have always managed to find him near there. He will pay you a small sum for your time as well. My thanks. It shouldn't be a problem. Farewell. Locate Hulis Gletto gear in the Butcherblock Docks. So I'm assuming my next zone is Butcherblock, which I think I can fly there.
Hail!
Butcherblock Docks. So I'm assuming my next zone is going to be Butcherblock Docks, or Butcherblock Mountains, I think is the full name. I think I remember that place. Isn't that place with the manor I had to do for something? I forgot that manor's name. But I know it's like a notable place in the previous game. Locate Hulis. Hulis. I'm gonna look for Hulis.
Well met!
Aha! Another traveler has come to Butcherblock Docks. Looking to explore the mountains and the forest of Fader? Perhaps. But I have a message from Chuluk Mixon, I believe is meant for you. Shh, keep your voice down, then. Okay, let me see his list. Ah. Uh-huh. Alright. Okay, some of this I have now, but there's a couple things that I can only get from, well, a colleague of mine up in the Butcherblock Mountains. This might get a little tricky, but I have only the utmost confidence in your ability to do what needs to be done. Well, okay then. What is it you need to have done? I'm hoping you can keep a secret. Well, something like a secret anyways. I'm not sure if anyone around here would actually care, but I don't want this becoming public knowledge. Can you do that for me? This should be interesting. Okay, what is it that is such a big secret? Okay, well, here goes. I'm working with this beautiful lady up in Butcherblock Mountains who was sent here on a mission far beneath her skills. In her kindness, which I do not deserve, she has provided me with samples and items that would be impossible for me to get myself. I'm then able to sell the items and information to interested parties, after which she will let me keep a small part of the profit. Why did your eyes glaze over when you talked about her? Are you okay? Oh yes, I'm perfectly okay. My feelings for her are completely sincere. Anyways, I know that she hasn't been able to send samples lately because she has found herself with so much to do. Although she can certainly handle any and all tasks given to her, I'm sure that she would accept help to get them done, if she so chooses. It might be worth heading up to see if she wants our help at all. Well, that's interesting. It might be worth seeing what it is she wants done. Okay. Find Talfrey. Talfrey. Oh. Don't want that. Find Talfrey at some place. The Highlands Outpost. Holus Glettlegear is working with a dark elf named Talfrey Tzif, who is camped out near the Highlands Outpost east from the Butcherblock docks. I'm to head out and see if I can assist her with whatever she is working on. So it's east from here. See if there's any quests that we could pick up here. Dockmaster Waylon. That's the guy from the tutorial bolt. The intro that I skipped.
Hello.
Ahoy there, newcomer. Welcome to Butcherblock Mountains. I'm Dockmaster Waylon Highpebble. You can just call me Waylon, though. I'm sorry, I can't spend more time chatting with you, but keeping track of every block, crate, and person that arrives here is more than one dwarf can handle. That's some hat you got there. Aye, 'tis me lucky hat. It brings me the luck. I had me another lucky hat, but I'd lost it on one of me many voyages. I see. So, could you use any help? Aye, that would be wonderful. I could use your help in taking care of several pests that have been making a big mess around here. What do you say? Sure, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I get a plain shimbia? Looks like a scimitar. I don't think I can use it. A number of beasties that roam this air coast has been causing problems here, and I don't have the time nor manpower to resolve this issue by myself. Here, take this and see if you can keep the beasties in check. I'll begin at once.
Hail.
So this is Vader. There have been always stories in Gorowyn about this place, and I've never thought I'd see it. It's no Timor's Deep, of course, but it's beautiful in its own right. Coming here was a challenge all by itself, but it's proven quite difficult to remain here. Really? Why is that? A myriad of reasons, but not the least of which is the Dwarves. They claim much of the Butcherblock Mountains and are loath to allow anyone they consider to be intruders on their land. They haven't been overly hostile as of yet, but sending out patrols at this point would certainly not be a good plan given our small numbers. If the dwarves view us as trespassers, it could be disastrous for us. That is frustrating. What are you planning to do then? It may be imperative to continue our presence here, that we establish some kind of cooperation with the dwarves. Unfortunately, our numbers here are fairly small, and we don't have anyone who might be able to begin the negotiations necessary. I know this probably isn't normally what you do, but might you be available for hire? Hire? As a negotiator? Something like that, yes. All I really need you to do is speak with the assistant dockmaster and give her a note from us. I know she has worked with emissary Ragunta and might be more amicable to our offer. Perhaps if you can perform deeds for 3 others on the docks, it will show the dwarves that we're serious about our offer for cooperation. And I'm sure there will be plenty of reward in it for you too. Well, it couldn't hurt to see what I can get done then. Farewell. I moved this little thing. I don't have my mercenary out, but I should bring him out. As well turn this back on. Mercenary.
Greetings.
Ah, you might be just who I was hoping for. I'm assuming you're here looking for some work, are you not? I am. What is it that you're looking to have done? Excellent. I'm looking to research some of the more unique creatures of Ader, and one in particular is fascinating to me. The rust creatures that wander the beach can turn metal into rust in a very short order and then consume the corrosion as sustenance. With all the activity on the docks and what comes up on the beach, they never seem to have a shortage of food. That's interesting, but what does that have to do with me? I want to know how they turn metal into rust so quickly. I imagine this has something to do with their saliva, and I want to study it. Bring me a few of their saliva glands, and if you can extract them without damaging, I will, of course, pay you for your time. We have a deal then. I will return soon.
Greetings.
Blast those beasts. As if we don't have enough supplies. They sneak into our camp and steal what little we have. It's maddening. What's happening? The goblins. They creep up from the water in the night and take anything that is close to the edge of the camp. We have to post guards all around at all hours, which puts a further strain on our already thin numbers. If I could, I would hunt them down myself. Perhaps I could help with that. I'm looking for work in that area anyways. Eager to get into the fight, are you? Well then, I won't stop you then. Have at them. I'll give you a bounty for clearing some of the wretches out. Bring me their ears as proof. Come back to me when you're finished up, and we'll see how you do. Now get to it. Sounds fair then. I'll return soon.
Hail to ye!
Ack, what's this? Come from the walking lizards, have you? Forgiving your tone, I do have a message to you from them. They wish to establish some manner of cooperation with you and your kin. I can't see how we would need any help from the like of them. Things seem to be more or less well in hand for us, but I suppose this isn't really about what we need. Very well. I'll look over this proposal and see what they have to offer. In the meantime, you might as well make yourself useful around here. I'm sure you can find plenty to do if you look hard enough. Then we got one more quest to pick up here. Smitty McErickson.
Hail!
Oh, what? You want to fight or something? I beg your pardon. I was just saying hello. Ah, geez, I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to come at you like that. You see, I'm just a poor fisherman who's fallen on hard times and is looking to blame everyone else for me problems besides myself. Are the fish not biting? Oh no, the fishing is great. It's just, well, it may seem silly to you, but I've gone and lost me sandals. How did you lose them? I don't know. One moment I was standing here, I'm just doing my job, you know, fishing and making sure the ale hasn't been poisoned. Next thing I know, I'm looking down my bare feet. What's the strangest thing? I see. So, can I help you find them? I appreciate the offer, friend, but I've looked all over for them without no luck at all. You know, I think I could use help. I'll just make me some new sandals, Alright, what do you need to make new sandals? Here, let me see that little journal of yours. I'll write down the stuff I don't need, and you can go gather it for me. Don't worry, I'll pay you for your time. Sounds like a plan. I'll be back soon. Excellent. All the things I need can be found around this bay. You shouldn't have much trouble finding them. Collect sea slugs. These slugs right here. Oh, wrong scale. I'm an Ixar, so I can breathe for a long time in the water. Oh, there's another mob that's aggroing my mercenary. What am I targeting? Sea slug antennae. Oh, another thing got aggro to me. Actually, two things. Two hungry sawtooths. I know I just use a green ability when they're not linked together. Coastal Basilisk. Okay, these things are linked together. I can use the... These things are also linked together. It makes my life easier in fighting these monsters. Should be all what I need. Now I need to find raw terra trotter hide and anemones. I think this is for another class. I'm not like level 20 for these quests, but I'm like a little behind anyways, it's fine. Carrot trotters, they're basically turtles. Land turtles. Would not take effect. Rust feeds. Turtle meat. No, sure what that is for later. Small chest. Carpenter stuff. I was actually not gonna make another trade skill character. I was gonna stick to one. After seeing how messed up the economy is on the live servers, it's like ridiculous for low level mats. Oh, it resisted it. And then I have to collect needles from anemones underwater. Slag. Sawtooth. Crab. Rays. Anemones. They look like slugs, or I guess... Yeah, they kind of look like slugs, which makes me confused at times. Sea cucumber. Crab. Crab. Sea cucumbers, crabs. I found one. A wandering anemone. I know I just used the wrong ability before unleashing the heroic opportunity. Sea slug. Sea slug. Rays, crab. Deep sea loggerhead? Loggerhead? Sea slug. Sea slug. Sea slug. Dwarfish, anemone. They were over here. So I have all the things that Smitty needs. Oh yeah, that place was called the Estate of Unrest. The people call it Unrest for short. Why am I hitting my mercenary?
Hail!
Something smells fishy. Oh, it's you. Sorry. Right. Anyways, I brought back all the parts you need. Huh? Oh, for the sandals. Right. Right. Well, you're not gonna believe this, but I found me old sandals. Turns out they were just buried under a pile of sand. Remarkable. Though, what am I gonna do with all these odd animal parts? Well, no sense in letting it all go to waste now, right? Yeah, but why don't you make the sandals anyways? I could always use them. That's a great idea. Now let's see here. That thread goes to that hole here. This is gonna be a bit, isn't it? And that connects there. Aye. Come back in a few minutes. I'll have your sandals for you. Then I'll be back. Am I gonna get back? I just have to walk away, I guess.
Greetings!
Were you able to find the glands I need? I have them right here. Wow, this is excellent. I may have to get these back to Gorowyn before I can really study them, but I'm certainly looking forward to it. Here's the payment you were promised. My thanks again for your work. Farewell. Thanks to you. Farewell. And who else do I need to turn this in? I think that's it. Until this guy makes my shoes, my sandals. We could see what's up here. Oh, it's just a path up that will lead us up there. Let's go back to him.
Hail!
Give me a few more minutes, please. Oh, this would give me new gear, I'm assuming. So he just has to prepare it. What's in here? Fable portal. Only for those who do not fear death. Can I open it? Oh, it's like the dungeons. I remember them. I remember doing them with the guild I was with back then. I'm assuming these are like the harder, I guess, harder versions of those dungeons. I think we were doing like Freethinker as the raid. Adorning trainer, adorning merchant.
I'm here.
I haven't thought about doing adornments yet. I know I need to do them. At some point. Maybe when I'm level 50, I'll think about doing adornments, because that's more of an end game thing. Should be. I'll give him like 2 minutes to make it. And then I'll talk to him again. There's another player here. They look like an Arakan, which is like it's like a race that I didn't buy, which I don't like. That some races you have to buy them with real money, but I prefer playing XR anyways. I wonder if I got anything new that I can utilize. Didn't get anything. Mender. Raghunatha. I'm gonna call him Raghu.
Greetings.
He has no text. Oh, he's done.
Hail.
Keen Bandit's chain shoes. Here you are. Some of me best work. Thanks again for your help. I probably would have never found me old sandals for it, not for you. Sounds like a win-win situation to me. If I can use them. Which I can't. But let's go on to where we need to go. The Highlands Outpost. Wait, is that quest on this little island here? Burton Hiltstill.
Hello.
There's really nothing like the smell of the earth here in the mountains. If you took in a bite of the dirt, you could taste the gems and minerals. Oh, ahoy there, young one. You look new to these parts. Tell me, who might you be? I'm Plue. Where am I? You've just set foot in Butcherblock Mountains, the beloved homeland of the Dwarves. Though since last I traversed these peaks, these mountains have changed in ways that some old dwarf would have never imagined. How do you mean? Kobolds, terrible drooling heathens who dare to claim the almighty Burrell as their maker, have recently made their way to the surface and infested these beautiful mountains with their presence. Where did they come from? It saddens me to say, but it appears the kobolds have sprung forth from the halls of Caledon itself. Kobolds? In the home of the dwarves? How? I've no time to explain now. We must act now before the kobolds around us organize themselves and attack. What can I do? The loose bands of kobold camps in these woods are slowly assembling into a larger, more organized force. An army. I've no doubt that they mean to challenge the dwarves who've constructed outposts here in Butcherblock Mountains. I need you to whittle down their forces as best as you can, so that we might buy my brethren more time to prepare for their attack. It would be an honor. Good. Now just up ahead are scores of kobold camps. Go and slay a good number of them, Yarp snarls. That should thin their ranks enough to stall any assaults they've planned. Go swiftly and may Brel guide your blade. I'm off. Or, I don't have a blade, but thanks for the well wishes.
Greetings!
To fly about the heavens is all this gnome wants to do. Excuse me? You see out there, way out there up high? That's the home of the crag plumes, a tribe of aviacs that have lived in the Butcherblock Mountains for hundreds of years. I've heard of aviacs before. What of them? It has been said that hundreds of years ago, they once lived atop the trees here in the giant platforms. What a sight that must have been! Now though, after the cataclysm, the crag plumes have flocked to that mess up there, near those huge crystalline formations. Are the crag plumes peaceful? Peaceful? Not exactly. You see, the crag plumes are a bit xenophobic. That means distrustful of others. Anyway, they tend to attack anyone who gets near them. This, of course, has hindered the flying contraption my husband and I were working on. How's that? Well, my husband is off in Freeport, collecting Ixar scales, which he has told me is quite a difficult task. But I think my task is even harder. Perhaps I could help you? Well, my first task is to gather up a crate of kittens, which I've already done and shipped back to my laboratory. I'm having a heck of a time getting all the feathers I need, however. Would you mind gathering some feathers from the crag plume aviacs? Sure, if the price is right. Splendid. You might have an easier time getting them than I did. When I asked the crag plumes in person, they tried to eat me. Can you believe that? Me? I don't taste very good. At least I don't think I do. Anyways, I'll need a great deal of feathers, so you better start now. You can find plenty of crag plumes north of here. Off I go.
Well met.
Argo de Thor is the name. Very convenient to meet you. I am Plue. What do you mean, convenient? Well, you're just here in time. Just in time for what? For the Dwarven reclamation of Caladim, of course. We're on the eve of it, Plu, and soon no dwarf will have to settle for living anywhere else. Not not literally on the eve. Make no mistake, we've still got plenty of hard years of work ahead of us, but the day will come when Caladim will once again be ours. And you're in the right place at the right time to do your part. What do you say? What do you want of me? The first order of business involves cleaning Butcherblock Mountains. Kobolds, bugbears, goblins, sirens, and aviacs all have some hold on the area. It is our job to lessen this hold to make Butcherblock safe, and then we can prepare for the liberation of Caladim. So, what do I need to do? If you'd like to help, then start with the Yarp-snarled kobolds. Their lookouts and ravagers can be found to the east. Taking them out won't topple the kobold army, but it will keep them on the defensive in this region. Okay, I'll take them out. Level 23. That's what I'd like to hear. I'm supposed to talk to Haoaerans.
Greetings.
I don't remember calling for you. What is it that you need? Hula sent me here. He said you might be looking for some help. I see. Hulis is being a good little pet. Sending me some help when he knows I have no need for it, but just for my own convenience. Well, I guess since you are here, I can put you to some good. I've had just about enough of all this menial work anyways. A coercer of my talents is sent to Fader to collect samples for magical research. This is work that should be relegated to students or apprentices. My abilities have far more practical and advantageous applications. Is that so? And what would you rather be doing then, given the chance? Well, I see the need for study. But why would we be picking flowers and collecting stones when we could be instead learning about the lesser races and creatures that now inhabit this land? Who they are, what they live like, what their weaknesses are. This information would be far more useful for the Teradal than the latent magic properties of flower petals. So I take it that you have a plan then? Indeed I do, but I will need help to execute it. You see, I still have my assigned work, and thanks to my partner here, I can't really abandon my duties. However, if you could provide me with some assistance, we can together test a theory I have. I will need several pounds of Terra-trotter meat to begin with. You most likely saw them lumbering about the beaches below us. Sounds interesting. I might be willing to help, if there's pay involved. What is it that you're proposing? I could not explain the details of exactly what I'm doing to the likes of you, for I doubt you would understand it. The only parts important to you are the task and the results. Can you handle that? I'm sure I can. I'll gather the meat and return soon.
Salutations.
1,000 curses on the master. A mage of my stature couldn't have to stoop so low as to be forced to collect spell components for his experiments. What are you seeking? My benefactor is most insistent that I get at the dust from the wisp that meander throughout these mountains. Something about their nature adds to the potency of the spell he is creating. For a reward, I might be able to collect this wisp dust for you. Alright. I might be able to part with a trinket of sorts in exchange for your help. The sooner I have the material components I've been asked to bring back, the sooner I can return to home. Yes, home. We have a deal. I will return with a large amount of dust shortly.
Well met.
Curse these warp arrows. Who did expect to hit our enemies? Our arrows are curved rounder than a halfling's belly. A wise man once told me never to speak with the Tear-Doll when they're angry. Good day, ma'am.
Hello.
Or, what's this about arrows? These arrows, I just received a shipment from them. Well, that's not important for you to know. The point is, they're ruined. All of them are waterlogged and warped. I have no choice but to find new ones. Perhaps I could be of service. Could I help? Yes, that would be excellent. First, I need you to find a Master Fletcher. When you do, beat him to submission until he agrees to follow your every command. Slaughter a family or two if necessary, but just make sure he can follow orders and that his hands remain in working order. Pretty standard, really. What? Oh, is that too drastic for you? Perhaps we could find a solution that does not involve as much violence. Well, what do you suggest? Why don't I collect the items you need to make new arrows? I suppose that could work. Though I do like the idea of beating someone into submission. Anyways, I need fresh cut timber to whittle down into arrow shafts. Bring me a substantial pile of timber from the trees around here. Right away. Okay, I have a lot of quests now, but I'm going to turn off the ones I can't, or are like a little higher level to me. Haoaerans. To cull some of the wildlife. Haoaerans. I think these are back down in the ocean. Oh, there's a quest here.
Salutations.
Be on the lookout. Danger lurks everywhere. I've seen two today already. Ferocious quadruple dolls beasts whose insatiable appetite for adventures like you and me can only be met with equal disdain. You mean kobolds, right? Oh no, kobolds pack like nature. Hierarchical command structure and base knowledge of divine magic have nothing on the raw paw swatting tenacity of the bear. They're like the personification of chaos, evil, and bear form. You mean bears? Yes, bears. The #1 threat in Butcherblock. Tell me, can you help? I may be an accomplished hunter put on this world with a single purpose of removing all mammalian calamities. But I can't do it all alone, if not for me. Could you do it to protect everyone else? Sure, I suppose I could help. Oh, level 24. Great, you can get started right away. As I said, I've seen several already. Come see me again when you've significantly reduced the threat of bears in the area. Will do. When I can get to that point. First, I'm going to go back down here. Ow. Maybe I have to go like across from here onto these little islands. Okay, these are what I need to fight. These aqua goblins. If I can get on to land. Aqua goblin. I need to kill 7 more of these. Island basilisk. This is gonna pull everyone. I want to go in there. It won't count towards it. %2 per mob isn't that bad for these. Goblin territory marker. What is this? I've discovered a territory marker. The marker is written in both Nerathian and the Goblin language. I can learn the Goblin language if I had other territory markers to study. Seek goblins of Norath for territory markers to study, so I can understand Goblin if I fight these. Fight all these, but they might not always drop an item. Go rush in there. They're not encounters, so they're not linked together to fight what is right here. Level 20. You know what this means? I can put a last name to me now. I can put Pumpkin. So if I turn on my... If I turn on the nameplates, it'd be like blue pumpkin above my head. Right. Go attack this one. I don't have to finish the goblin quest because there might be goblins that I might encounter later on. Don't kill the messenger. I got a charm now, which I'll put here. Rhythm blade. Increases flurry multiplier of caster by 0. I think I'll just put my encounters up here now. It's like control 7. What is this? Arcane Symphony for raid. Okay, so I'm not using this ever. Alright, go pull these guys. But I have to be up front to do this. Oh, what? Control 7. Okay, this is all done. No, this is for another quest. Oh, lumber. There's a new tier of lumber. I mean, wood. And got our lumber anyways for another quest. Can I find more lumber on this island that I can gather from? Before I get off this little island? Maybe not. Gotta fight the turtles now. Or what they're called, the Terra Trotters. And then we got one more sea turtle. Yeah, having turtle soup tonight. We're only getting the meat for something. Okay, so we have done all these aqua goblin runts. I need to do that one, apparently, wherever they are. So they must be on the other island. If I knew how to get up there. Tide Sylph Idolator. I think there's a different island now. She's gonna aggro me. I can't understand her. Oh. That's interesting. Once you learn their language, you can understand what they're saying when you're fighting them. Fey folk. So I have to learn Fey folk to understand their language. No. Oh, I can wear the new stuff now. But I'm still in combat, apparently. My guy's just staying up there. I'm gonna need the new dagger. I guess I use daggers as a troubadour. Loot. There's nothing to loot. Goblin rent. I don't know if he means these monsters or another one. Oh. Attack this one. Marker. Awesome. It's not these guys. I think they have to be called runts. Which is kind of weird that the other quest completed too. So it might not be these. Aqua Goblin. There's so many of them. Said like more mercenaries can have. Simple Minds, Coercer. I don't play a Coercer on this character, but I do have a Coercer. But he's like, I think he's like level 70 though. And I haven't touched him in months. Aqua Goblin Oracle, level 30. Think I can attempt that at level 20? He's a heroic 3-star? Looks way too tough for you. Don't even think about attacking this creature alone. I'm gonna try it anyways. The mercenary can go for it. Oh my god. Serious music. I'm dying. That was worth a try. He hit me too much.
Hello.
Well, how goes your hunt? I've gathered a good batch of ears for you. Now this is good to see. I may have not have the supplies back, but perhaps hanging some of these around might deter them from taking any more. Well, I promise you a bounty, and you have earned it. A job well done. Thank you. Farewell. A blackened iron toe manacle. I'll just replace this with the bangle. Now I need to get repairs because I died. I'm gonna call it Ragu. It's hard to pronounce his name correctly. Greetings, stranger. I'm sure you're wondering what a Sarnak like myself is doing all the way here in the Butcherblock Mountains. Indeed, I was wondering. Care to explain? A small delegation of Gorowyn citizens have said. I'm gonna read this again. A small delegation of Gorowyn citizens have traveled across the Timorous Deep to enlist the help of the dwarves, Butcherblock and Kaladin. Our first concern was those blastic Haoaerans would rouse the Cragbloom's Aviacs into action and cause them to join their cause. Were the Haoaerans successful? So far, no. Our allies have prevented the two Aviac tribes from conspiring with one another, though convincing the dwarves to assist us has proved more difficult than we originally anticipated. Are the dwarves unwilling to help at all? Not exactly. The dwarves here are actually sympathetic to our plight. After all, they know firsthand what it's like to have an enemy encroach upon your ancestral lands. I'll help if I can. What's the problem? Simply put, it is a matter of resources. The dwarves here in this outpost are an extremely busy lot. As much as they would like to assist us, they need to take care of their own problems first. A most frustrating dilemma for our cause. I'm sure you can imagine. I can. Is there anything I can do to help? You would be willing to assist us? Marvelous. Yes, please. I take it upon myself to assist the dwarves in their own problems in hopes that with enough assistance, they would be able to return the favor. Would you be willing to speak with several of these dwarves around these lands and help them in their duties? Yes, I'll help. Thank you, friend. I'll do my best to make sure you're rewarded kindly. Now let me write down the names of the dwarves you'll need to speak with, complete their task, and then return to me. Time is of the essence, and the Haoaerans' attacks grow stronger every day. I'll begin at once. I need to complete all the Iron Toe dwarf tasks so that they agree to help Ragu. To begin, I must speak with Grizz Bumbog at the Butcherblock docks. Aye, you must be the person Ragu told me about. Is this true? Yes, I've agreed to help your cause. Good, good. Let's get started right away. All right. What shall you have me do? If it's not the Yarp Snarls, it's the Crucials. If it's not them, it's the Muckflicks. Oh, but now apparently the Tide Sylphs are getting out of hand. What do you mean? We normally don't have too many problems involving the Tide Sylph Sirens. Their constant fight with the awkward goblins keep them more occupied. Go on. However, something strange has been seen more recently. Zombies and skeletons in the water, and the constant stench of death wafting in over the normally refreshing coastal air. Sounds like necromancy. I'm afraid the tainted Bertoxilus may have touched some of the tides of sirens and turned their interest toward necromancy as a way to combat their awkward goblins. So, what should we do? The necromantic taint should be cut off at the source. I need you to head to these islands off the coast of these mountains and slay as many Tide Sylph ritualists as you can. Only then, after their numbers have been reduced, can we rest easier. Very well. I'll return shortly. Level 25. Okay. I have no idea where to find these awkward goblin rents unless I can look again. Because they apparently are on the shore.
Ugh.
There's the boxes all over. Must be for some quest. All the turtles. Oh, there's something on the ground. Oh, it's ore. I'm gonna mine it. I think a gate is what I need for the next materials for crafting. I think these are like 20 to 30, 20 to 29 gear, not gear, but materials. Carbonite cluster. There's so much rocks. Gold cluster. Gold clusters. I was accidentally running into these guys. Reptile scale. It's just a cell thing. So they're not on here. Oh, there are. They're further along this coast. I'm getting angry or something. Hungry sawtooth. These guys. Finally found you guys. got an achievement. I need to speak with Dockmaster Waylon. The Kobold and the Beautiful. Oh, I see it now. The Bold and the Beautiful. I always hear this term a lot. Oh, I'm like farther than where I need to go. I need to kill the tide sylphs, not these guys. Or gals, not these gals. Because they're women. Small crab. There's a cave here, apparently. Cave entrance, apparently, but it's not here. Aqua Goblin Wizard. Oh, this is still the Aqua Goblin place. Oh, there it is. There's a little cave in here. What is this cave? Oh, this is where you can find more of the goblins. I might as well just explore it. While I'm here. Slain Siren. She might be part of a quest. Assuming. Glupsunk. Name Goblin Glupsunk on platform in a cave. It's not in here. So you must have got slain recently. And this must be the reason why you're down here. Aqua Goblins. Slain Sirens. Idolators. I'd kill Ritualist. Idolators, Sentinels, Raiders. I'm gonna stealth in here then. Temptress, Idolators. Slain Aqua Goblins, so they really hate each other. Sentinels, Idolators. There's a NPC here. Sir Tridonus, the Lucanic Knight. What is he for? What is he doing here?
Hello.
Be careful around here, friends. The Butcherblock Isles can become graveyards in the blink of an eye. Let's go back in the south. The Ritualists are down here. Ow. Alright, pull everyone. Fabric patch. I've discovered a patch of Fey fabric with Norathian letters printed on it. The letters are matched by a set of runes of equal size. This may form the foundation of a fairy language. Hunt fairies in North to gain Fey patches to study. So that's the fairy language I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna use my arrows to shit at this guy or gal. Gonna get used to saying that. Siren song. I have no idea. Shriller. Nothing till late. Valor. Can't see him. She's in the wall. Ritualists, they're all in the water. Can't hit her. I think they're all tied together, so do this. As they're all glitching out. Best MMO. I'd say it's very underrated. Wish a lot more people would play it. They're all like glitched up in there. Can't get through them. My mercenary just fights them in the terrain. I kind of wish I could loot them. Can't see their bodies. What's this? What's this golden thing? It killed Goptic, whatever is up there. Well, I guess mercenary can come back down here. I can actually find something now. Nothing to loot. I wonder how I will get back up there. Oh, it's through here. Oh my. The heck? Why did they all decide to go back over there? Oh, there they are. They're all level 25. Santic. That's probably one of the minions he's targeting. I killed a ritualist. As I try to target which the ritualist is. One more. Oh, so much of them. A fabric patch. Another one. Get more. There's gold in here. I can't believe I'm collecting hair as an Nexar when people are collecting my scales for their, I guess, their science. Level 20. I'm almost to 21. Some people would say I should do agnostics, but I prefer to do the old-fashioned way of leveling. Just getting gear from quests. I'm not in a hurry to, like, get to max level and start raiding. I'm just here for the journey. Waylon, you know, it seems a little bit chaotic around here already. Thanks for your help. My pleasure, Waylon. Anything else I can do to help? As a matter of fact, there is. A merchant ship that has already recently arrived and delivered the payrolls of several ships' crews. Would you mind taking the sack of coins to Captain Stonaki? Of course not. Where can I find the captain? That's what this game is all about. It's all about the journey. Exactly. That old salt is just over there at the dock. He's a bit senile in his old age, but still a rugged captain nonetheless. After you deliver the sack, report back to me for your reward. I'll be right back. And we gotta turn this quest. Welcome back. Have you completed your task? Yes, I've slain several Tide self-ritualists. Excellent. Thanks for your help. I'll be sure to pass along the word that you've done your part. Thanks. Who should I speak with now? Go find Grimshaw Packwright. He should be somewhere in East Fort, Iron Toe. I'm certain he'll have something you can assist him with. Alright, goodbye. And I can use the new weapon, the Jambia. That looks like a scimitar. What else do I have? A new ring. The Loop of Fading Clouds. So this is the start of my 4th stat to a piece of gear. Prepare in case.
Well met.
Yar. And after I asked if he wanted to kiss the captain's daughter, he closed his eyes and puckered up. Well, naturally I let the cat get out of the bag, then har har. Dockmaster High Pebble wanted me to give you this sack of coin. I believe it's the week's pay for your crew. Bosun Oxide, is that you? We'd be needing to prepare the Terror of Timoris for launch if we ever hope to catch that scurvy dog. Gather the other lads and tell them we'd be fixing to weigh anchor handsomely. Who? I'm not Bosun Oxeye. You must have me confused with someone else. You keep talking like that, and you meet the rope's end of me to get bucko. Now, I need you to gather the crew and deliver their next orders. As soon as the ship's been giving a clean bill of health, I want them on board and working smartly. Do that, and you'll get your week's pay. My week's pay? Oh, well, of course, Captain. What are your orders? Go seek me new crew members. First, I want you to tell Bimmy Bow Chaser to Flemish down the boats and boats falls, and be sure all lines are coiled correctly. Alright. Next, find that Jack Tar mizzen staysail. Tell that little one to knock off the sprite work and clamp down the deck. Okay, who's next? Finally, look for that lass, Tally Topgallant. Tell her to lash and stow afore, but she batten down the hatches. Got it. I'll tell them right away. Bimmy Bowchaser.
Hey there.
Ooh, what do you do with a drunken halfling? What do you do with a drunken halfling? What do you do with me? Avast, you shorty. I come with Captain Stone Knocky new orders for you. Oh yeah? And just what exactly do he want me to do? I forgot now. You are to blemish down the lines and be sure the boat is coiled correctly. Wait, maybe I had that wrong. Let me try again. You are to flemish down the boat's falls and be sure all the lines are coiled correctly. Oh, you tell the captain I'll be right on it. On the double, matey. So there I was, surrounded by a marauding band of undead, elemental, orc pirates, armed with only a flinger, poozle, and frick-fork. So I says to them, orders from the captain, shorty. I was just getting to the good part. Alright then, if ye be a representative of the captain, let me have it. Captain says to knock off the bright work and clamp down the deck. Well, why didn't you say so? Tell the captain I'll be right over. Aye. And this girl, she's probably up here. Tally Topgallant.
Well met.
Aye, what do we got here? Some landlubber they can get the drop on old Tally Topgallants? Ha, I think not. Orders from the captain, milady. He best you for he can expect me to take another turn aboard that floating heap he be calling a ship. Now then, what's the captain got to say to me? I think it was Captain wants to stow the hatches before you batten the lash. Is this some sort of joke? Let me guess, one too many hits, with a belay pit and you got your scramble of your noggin, right? You ain't talk for no captain I'll work for. Off with ye. Wait, let me try this again.
Hail!
Captain wants you to lash up a stow before you batten down the hatches. Aye, that's what he's always been telling me. Day in and day out. Tell the captain not be there promptly. Blimey, I'm getting too old for this era kind of work. I'll report back to the captain at once. As I fall down safely, maybe? Ow.
Greetings.
Ahoy! You return! Me hearties I've reported an air ready to work. We'll be on the trail of that salty dog, Blackguard the pirate, in no time. No quarter for a, now, where's my sheep at? Captain? There's a small matter of the gold that you promised to pay me. Eddie's there, bosun. It'd be your share of the booty. Don't go spending all on one port now. Just make sure you report back in time for your turn in the dog watch. Aye, Captain? He never paid me. Okay. Go talk to Waylon.
Good day to you.
Hello, what say Captain Stonaki? I gave the coin to him. Aye, the captain's had a bit too much time at sea, but alas, I'm afraid I've just learned of a terrible event. It seems there's been an attack. What happened? A ship bound for this very dock was attacked by aqua goblins just off the coast. Despite the valiant efforts of the crew, many of the passengers were robbed of their possessions. Is there anything I can do to help? Aye. Would you mind helping me one last time? One of the passengers, an erudite sage, was relieved of an ancient magical tomb, which detailed much of the history of Noraft. He's paid handsomely for its return. I assure you, I'll cut you in on his reward if you recover that tomb for me. Alright, you got a deal. Gets a katana for me. And a shield. You best check them islands out there in the bay. I'm sure those nasties brought it back to their camp. I just hope that those wicked aqua goblins haven't destroyed it yet. I'll return when I recover the tomb. I wonder if that glowing item is what the tomb is. Or maybe the tomb is dropped by that guy. The one that killed me. I think I'll just have to clear out the ads first before I pull that. Oh, it's not here. It was on the other island with that monster. The tomb's right there. There's a lot of goblins right here. He's handling good. These goblins good on his own. He's about to pull another one. At 100 Meridian by Spizdoken Meridev. Okay, we can now return the book, the tomb. But I've aggroed the mystic, apparently. Which I don't mind fighting. Territory marker. The other one, I think, dropped one, maybe? It did. 3 out of 7. Can I get up from here? Probably not. I'll just go all the way around.
Well met.
Were you successful in finding the tomb? Yes, here it is. Bah, look at it. Nearly half of the pages have been ripped out. This will never do. You asked for the tomb. Not necessarily all the pages are inside the tomb. I'd like my payment, please. I'm afraid I can't pay you if I haven't been paid myself. Judging by these scratch marks, it's no doubt that the awkward goblins tore the pages out. Perhaps the awkward goblin finger wagglers took the pages for their own research. I have a hard time believing a goblin would study anything. Well, if you had a better idea on who took the pages, I'd like to hear it now. Okay. I didn't mean to be short with you. Must be the stress of this job weighing on me. Please find the awkward goblin wizards and see if they have the pages on them. Okay, but only because it's you. So back to the island. Because I do need to kill more goblins for their markers too. Missing page and a marker. I'll need you to go pull all these guys. Well, maybe when I pull this guy. Now I can pull these casters who are all together, which is great. Flask of stale water. Hello, sealed document. I think there's stuff for status, as it says. Need to go aggro these. I'm just fighting on the quest book. What happened to the other wizard? Is he below? Come over here. Back off. Back to attacking them. Nothing to loot. But we have the pages, and now we can go back to Wayland. All the way around, maybe, or going this way.
Good day to you.
Oh, I can select one of the following. I'll take the katana. You found the pages! Ah, I knew you could do it. Here, please take this as payment. I owe you a debt of thanks. Thanks. I was actually looking for more work. Is there anyone else that could use my help? As a matter of fact, there's someone who could use your help. You should seek out Broughton Hiltstill. He's just been stationed out at the newly established Highland Post. I'll pay him a visit. And how do I find him? To get there, you should take the trail that runs along the cliff face to the east. Once you reach the top of the hill, look for Old Broughton near the Griffin Tower. Excellent. Then I'm off. Good day. Which I think I've spoken to that guy. Okay, I think I need to do another of these quests. There's the bear quest, the wisp one. There might be some more quests here before I go up there. Maybe not. I've been enjoying the flow of these quests so far. Just skipping the higher level ones, but going back to the lower level ones are pretty nice.
Hello.
Friend, you return too soon. Kobolds lurk every corner of these lands. You must slay more still. Go now. Because I turned in a quest earlier with that. Oh, there's an ambassador here. I didn't realize him.
Greetings, traveler.
Good morrow, Blue. Have you visited your capital lately? The Overlord's been shaping things up with a vengeance, and we need all the help we can get. You're speaking of Freeport? Shaping things up how? Of course I speak for Freeport, and he's been weeding out corruption, cleaning up the dissidents, and restoring our sense of pride. Makes me proud to be a Freeportian. That is inspiring. You said you need my help? Aye, there's tasks for every trade. Well, don't dally there. Move your feet over the Freeport docks and speak to Clary Germinas and Everett Splizen. They can direct you to where you need it most. I'll head right over. Assisting Freeport. Freeport needs my aid. I'm to report back to Clary Germinas and Everett Splizen for assignment. That I'll do later. Because that's me going back to Freeport.
Well met.
Well, that's quite a pile of lumber you have there. Good work. I can begin making the arrow shafts at once. Now, give me the feathers. Who said anything about feathers? You can't make arrows without suitable fletching. I know that. You didn't mention you wanted me to get you feathers, though. Well, it seemed plain obvious to me. Sheesh. Now I've tried using the feathers from the hawk. Now I tried to using the feathers from the hawks here, but they're too dainty. I need feathers from a larger, more sturdy beast. I could bring red feathers from the EVX that make their home there. Level 28. Yes, crag should work quite well. Bring me several feathers from any type of crag plume you're able to hunt down. Their plumage would be best to make my arrows from. It will be done in due course.
Greetings.
Where's the Terra Trotter meat I need? Right here. Ah, you've done well. This should be exactly what I need to execute the experiment. Well, aside from a little more help from you, that is. Now, if you would excuse me a moment, I will prepare this for the next step in my plan. As long as there's more pay, I'll be right here.
Well met.
There, I've completed my task, and now it is your turn. You want to take this bowl of food to the Yarpsnall camp, and place it nearby one of the kobolds there. Do not let him see you, or he'll probably just ignore the dish and try to eat you instead. And if that happens, you probably deserve it. If no kobold comes to eat it, pick it back up and move it somewhere else. If one of them does not eat the food in here, you cannot run the test. I understand. But what happens once they eat the food? The kobold is the food is enchanted to make the kobolds open to suggestion, and should make them follow your commands without question. Once a kobold has eaten the food, I want you to try to get him to attack and kill his own pack mates. If he will do that, then I will know that I have complete control of the creature, and I will consider the experiment a success. Okay, so feed this to a kobold and it will suddenly follow me around? Are you sure about this? Well, I have no reason to question my own magic craft. I don't know how well this enchantment will work on what is essentially a simple creature. It might just go primal and attack everything nearby, or it might just run off to the hills. I wouldn't attempt at walking too far from the camp this time, as I don't know how long the enchantment will last. I see. Well then, I'll return and let you know how things went. And last one. The Arasai can take the destiny into their own hands. My research has led me here, and I'm so close to completion that I can taste success. Okay, I'll bite. What is it that you have been researching? I believe I've found, well, an energy source that could prove quite helpful if we learned how to properly harness it. I've been running some studies back in Darklark Wood, and the trail of my findings has led me here. I'm wondering if you might be able to lend me some assistance. Perhaps. What is it that you need to have done? It's quite simple, really. The energy manifests itself as a small floating luminescent light. The Yarpsnell mystics have found a way to entrap these orbs, and they use them as charms, completely unaware as to what it is they actually have. It's probably easiest to gather one of the orbs from the Yarpsnell rather than trying to catch one yourself. Well, it sounds simple enough. If the pay is worth it, I'll see if I can get one of these orbs for you. Excellent, then. As I said, the mystics are the ones that carry the charms, so you'll want to seek them out in favor of the rest of their pack. Bring the orb you recover back to me. Alright then, I'll return soon. Alright, check our log again. We'll cancel this out for now. And then we'll do the 22 one, even though I'm 21. Yarp, Snarl, Whelp. Wait, my stuff all canceled out. Or rebuff. Because I noticed my move speed is not super speed anymore. There we go. Also used for bugbears, apparently. Oh yeah, I didn't equip my new katana. So I now have 2 level 20 weapons. Oh, lumber. Yarps, no. Wow. Advanced Adornments Volume 3. I think that's level 3 Adornment. Keeping that. I think this is a new assassin ability. I'm just gonna move this over here. Oh, they look like the same icon. No, it's the... Oh, it's the 3rd version of this. Okay, I'll just get rid of it then. Then I didn't need to change this. Oh, roots. I need to get the new map. I'll probably come back here in an off stream to do that. I must place the food near a Yarp, Snarl, Kobold. These are just whelps, though. Donkey Lover. That's an interesting name for a character. There's more rocks. And Gragion the Weathered. I forgot to put protect me back on. So I've been just tanking all this stuff. Weaponsmith? I don't do weaponsmith. Kill one more of these guys. I must place the food near a Yarp Snarl Kobold to get it to eat. Gotta find a kobold. It worked. I have control of the kobolds. Let's see if I can make him attack the other ones. It's basically I just have to kill more. Yeah, it's just I'm just gonna kill more with this with me. Mucklick Runner. I killed the Mystics, I think, for a spear. Would not take effect. Five more of these guys. Those guys all connect to each other. Then we got to kill two more. So I'll just let my mercenary pull this. Works quite well. So I've done everything here. Except for those, the running. I didn't catch their names. They look like skeletons.
Hello there.
The mystics will be carrying the luminescent orbs. Have you confronted them? I have, and I was able to find one of the orbs for you. Ah, there we are. Now be careful with that. They are quite fragile and can be easily disrupted. Ah, yes, this will do perfectly. You did a fine job retrieving this, and there's still more to be done. I trust I can rely on your help for a bit more longer, right? Yes? Let's see what you be having me do first.
Hello.
Now, in order to conduct my experiment, I need a couple of elements that can be found within the Butcherblock Mountains. First, I need a pile of soil. The soil I need can be found just below the surface, a few feet down. The kobolds, in their savage fervor, will occasionally dig some of this soil up from what would otherwise be rock solid impacted dirt. See if you can find some of these set piles of pure soil. If I were looking for the soil, where might I find it? Who knows what those curs are digging for, but in the end, they are doing the hard work for me anyways. Bring me as much soil as you can find. I'll see what I can do.
Greetings.
Tell me, how the experiment is going? Everything seems to have gone as you predicted. So it worked then. Not that I had any doubt in my theory, but nonetheless, I'm glad that it went as expected. I'll work on enhancing the enchantment further, but I can do that on my own. In the meantime, you served me well, and you can be proud of yourself for that. You may go now. Thanks, I guess? Dang, I missed this game. Are there still many people actively playing? Towards the end game, there's a lot of people playing, but in these starter zones, these early zones, you will barely see any new players running around. But judging from the chat, it seems like it's very active. But me getting to the end game is going to be a very, very long time from now.
Hello.
The yapping. It stopped. I judge you were successful then? I've slain several kobolds, so I'm sure more will take their place. There's always seemed to be more, no matter how many we slay. Someone must be organizing the camps into effective fighting forces. Any clues as to who or what could be responsible? The other evening, I was investigating the kobolds' behavior. I happened upon a most unexpected sort of meeting. Go on. A troop of goblins, larger and more sinister than the ones I've seen near the coast, emerged from the darkness. I expected a battle between them and the kobolds, but instead, I saw two parties discuss some matter in a tone I could not quite decipher. Then what happened? The goblins, muckflicks, I think they are called, have established themselves here in the mountains. There, they wait for messages from their runners and continue to plot with the yarp snarls. Perhaps if I intercepted a message from one of the muck runners, we can learn more about their plans. That's a great idea. Go slay one of their runners and bring back the message it carries. Perhaps we can learn more. I'll be back before you know it. I did get some new gear too. If I can find it. A new earring. And a new totem I can wear, or I guess charm is what they're called.
Well met.
Have you taken care of the kobolds? I have. Great. If we keep the kobolds busy defending them, then we'll have an easier time building and training an army to retake Kaladin. That's another thing I've volunteered to help with, the creation of the army. I've been tasked with coming up with non-standard methods of outfitting an army for combat. By non-standard, they mean cheap. But that doesn't worry old Argo. Why not? Since time began, wars have been fought where soldiers didn't have easy access to refined materials and hot forges. They made do what they had available to them, and that's what I intend to do. North of here, along the top of the cliffs, there's a large number of beetles. I need you to collect some of their carapace for me. To use for armor? Exactly. In my experience, the harder shells come from the smaller beetles, the one we call granite beetles. So obviously, they got that name for a reason, eh? Anyways, I'd like 10 of their carapace. That should be enough to come up with some armor sets I can show to my superiors. If they like it, maybe I'll become famous. Argo's armor, they'll say. The recapture of Kaladin wasn't possible without it. I'll go see what I can gather. Why, if it isn't for Argo, we might be still living out in Butcherblock Mountains, or worse still, Freeport. Oh, that Argo, he sure did attract the ladies, even the non-Dwarven ones. Alright, alright. Gather the pure soils. A muckflick runner? I did get a new piece of gear, put it on. Catch a pure soil. So that's what they look like. Or more. There's the runner. I'm gonna get that runner. Need to find more of the soil. These count as goblin. Two more. These. Patch of pure soil is right there. Actually, there's two here. Convenient. Any sorrel beyond here? Wait. Oh, it's just NPCs. I forgot I could just stealth and run around. Varmint Den. Mountainous ore. Sharp Snarl Camp. Lumber, some soil. Expose, oh, soil. And we're done. Oh, it got me off the mount. You don't see my mount, but I'm riding a mount. I've turned it off because it looks strange fighting on a mount. Well, I'll mount off anyways, but it looks strange. Just see myself on a horse.
Well met.
I found the soil you were asking for. I had little doubt that you would return with the soil I needed. Yes, everything is coming together nicely. All I need is the water, and I can plant the seedling. Isn't this exciting? Sure. Seedling? I thought you had some dim ball of light. Yes, well, I would explain it, but I'm certain it would not make much sense to you. Now, if you're still willing, I have one more thing that needs to be gathered, and you can be on your way if you choose. Fine by me. As you can well imagine, in order to plant up a mystical seedling, you need water that is itself mystical in nature. There's a pool of water not far from here that will provide me with the water I need. The pool within the nearby druid rings absorbs much of the latent magic properties of that ancient place, and will be perfect for what I need. Please take this vial and fill it with the water you find there. This vial doesn't seem like it would hold much. This is all you need? Indeed. It shouldn't take much more than what it would be in that vial, as the water near the rings is quite rich in magical properties. Alright then. I'll return with the water soon. And I'll put on this new gear. Chain gloves. Oh, I need to get the note to the Bruton.
Hello!
You return, and by the look on your face, you were triumphant. Here, let me see the note you acquired. Here's the note. Ugh. This is what I feared. It is encrypted, or at least written in a language not familiar to these weary old eyes. This note's meaning is beyond me. You'll need to take this to my superiors, the Klinkor brothers. The Klinkor brothers? Or the Kilnkor brothers? Where can I find them? Follow the trail that leads from this outpost and travel due northeast until you see the Dwarven outpost. The Kilnkor brothers run the show there, working with the Iron Toe Brigade. Go on. Find Joan Dorn Kilnkor first. Give him this note and tell him where you got it. He'll be sure to help. I'm on my way. Good day and good luck. That leads me to another quest hub, I believe. So I'll put this all for now. And we do these 24 quests and 23 quests. So now we gotta go to the druid, I guess, place. The little thing. And we also fight these with these wisps. 5 more of these wisps. They make an interesting sound. Blessed Shrubbery. The power of growth can transport you to any other Druid ring in Nora. Oh, it's like a teleport. More. And one more. That should be it for this area. I ran into the bear. Oh, that finishes another class. I think these are for the 24 one. I guess I might as well do it while I'm here. Convenient. Go attack this one. Three more to go. And one more. Now we have to fight the Crag Plume now, which is another avian or aviac, similar to the Haoaerans. I pull these instead when I don't need to kill them. But it seems like they count. It's strange. Since they count, I'm just gonna poke them. I think the Haoaerans just count for the other class. But the Haoaerans just look like Toucan Sam to me. I don't know if I'm the only one that sees it that way. And I need 2 more. That isn't Toucan Sam, but an actual eagle. They look like eagles. And then the beetles are over here as well. How many beetles are killed? 10 of them. So just like before. My mercenary is not attacking. Oh, it's because I set it to follow. Few more. And then I can turn all these quests in. And loot that beetle. Actually, be right back. I'm back. I'm gonna finish up these quests, and I do need to take off afterwards, unfortunately.
I greet you.
Yes, these will do nicely. Excellent work. I've nearly completed whittling the shafts from the timber you brought. And with these feathers, I can attach the fletchling. That only leaves the arrowheads to deal with now. You can't use the arrowheads from the old arrows? I'm afraid not. Those arrowheads were all rusted and brittle. I can't go slaying people with shoddy arrowheads now, can I? Of course not. I need you to go procure some sharpened stone which I can use as a substitute. Where might I find material like that? I've seen lumbering brutes patrolling the northern reaches of these mountains. Bugbears, I believe they're called. They carry massive weapons made of flint or obsidian. Bring me back a pile of those weapons, and I should be able to craft some new arrowheads out of them. I take my leave.
Hello!
Were you able to find the water I need? Yes, I have it right here. Ah, here is the water. I now have the ingredients I need to cultivate the seedling, and see if my research was indeed accurate. If so, this could mean a great deal or good deal for the Urusai people and their ability to control their destiny. Control their destiny? What exactly is it that you're doing here? That is none of your concern. You have done what I asked and received your payment for your services. Now be off with you. I have much work to do. Your rudeness will earn you no friends, Urusai. There might be others interested in what is happening here, so tread lightly.
Salutations.
Good. The master will be most pleased with me. Perhaps now, after securing his trust, I can, well, my plans are of little matter to you. Here, take this. Let it be not said that the Terdal do not keep to their word. Indeed.
Well met.
Neato, look at all these feathers. Wonderful, just wonderful. Here you are. Take this for your efforts. Oh, Jonty and I will be flying along in no time. Glad to be of help.
Hail to ye!
Have you gathered the materials? Yep, here you go. Ah, excellent. These will do nicely. I'd like to get started on creating the armor as soon as possible. Would you mind doing another favor for me while I do this? Sure, what do you need? If you travel northeast from here, past East Fort Aranto, you'll find a cave where miners are extracting minerals. We use these minerals for, well, that's not important. At least not to me. So I've never bothered to learn what we use for the minerals for. The most important thing is that I've been tasked with collecting the requisitions from the miners. If we don't keep the miners supplied, they can't work, obviously. So I have to figure out what the miners need. Yeah, but it's not hard as it sounds. There are 3 dig supervisors in the caves, 1 for each section. Among other things, they're tasked with having and maintaining these requisition lists. All you need to do is find the supervisors and collect the list from them. Alright. Effigy of the Awakened Sphere is what I get for this quest. Once you get the list, bring them back to me. Oh, up the way up north. That will be for another time then.
Well met.
Thanks for your help. Perhaps one day we'll be free from the furry clutches of their terrifying wrath. But for now, we must remain vigilant, mindful of our berry patches and cautious when eating outside with family members on beautiful sun-filled days. We can only hope for the best. Okay. So we're all caught up with the quests here. Not a caught up in level, because I only got to level 22. But that is a good stopping point for today, or rather tonight. So next episode, we'll be able to start the quest at the next outpost, as well as continue the quest here. I imagine the blue quest is a repeatable, judging by the color. So I think I'm just done here in this part. So, I will continue this another day, as there are some MMO launches tomorrow that I will be checking out. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed watching this episode, and I'll be sure to upload this episode sometime during this weekend, because I need to work on editing this episode. But next episode should be in the next few days. I think on Sunday I'll continue the Troubadour Pumpkin episode. The Troubadour Pumpkin series. And that'll be it. But anyways, I hope you all have a good day, or a good night, or a good rest of your day. And I'll see you guys soon.